Hi, this is Linda Bustos from Get Elastic, and I'm just hopping on real quick to chat about the Cyber Week that just happened, including the Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend. I recently put together an infographic with some of what I felt was the most insightful takeaways of what happened during this period, and you can check that out on Get Elastic. But I also wanted to talk about what I believe every online retailer and email marketer needs to know about what happened this year and how to apply that to next year. So first I want to talk about discounts and promotions, and this is kind of where everybody gets nervous, right? Because that means giving up margin, and promotions can get quite aggressive during the holiday season. What we saw this year was that, yes, starting on Cyber Week, kicking off Monday, November 25th, the average discount was already 23%, and it rose steadily up to about 30% by Black Friday. But this is just showing that if you want to stay competitive, you are going to have Cyber Week deals. Kick off your Black Friday, Cyber Monday a little bit earlier. Yes, next year you're going to get an extra 3 shopping days in the season, but that's the official kickoff of getting people into finding your deals and get a little bit of a head start. The bright spot with that is that actual discounts were remaining flat over last year. So 30% on average is actually, as low as it's looking like it's going to go. So never fear if, 30% makes everybody nervous in your organization. You can still remain competitive with 20% offer. But you have to keep in mind that we have a real spoiled pool of online shoppers these days. There was actually a survey that went out, and 47% of holiday shoppers were saying they're only going to buy stuff that was discounted. Nobody's going to buy full price out of those 47%. But 100% were saying that discounts and deals were the number one shopping criteria for their holiday shopping. So gone are the days where it's Black Friday and everything jumps back to full price to really get retailers back into the black. Black Friday is kind of like a new red bleeding situation because you're just going to have to keep discounts going. But Cyber Monday is really successful. Yes, it started as an NRF invention, a concoction for online retailers to say, like, this is our shopping day. That's when people return back to shopping and back to their desks on Cyber Monday. And yes, we saw Cyber Monday rise again this year. But something very interesting is that 30% of revenue came in during 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. So what we're seeing is there is a segment of night owls that are big spending at night. So you have to think about how can you identify who those segment of people are during the year or closer to, and can you segment them out to be in their own little group in your email or your text messaging promotions? Can you identify them and market to them later? Should you just send everybody more promotions later into the evening? Should you have ramping up deals that carry over? Should you look into your e-commerce platform and see, okay, can we hold over a Cyber Monday deal into the wee hours of the morning? Can we geo-target and understand if somebody is coming from the East Coast or the West Coast or from Europe, and what time zone they're in, and how to make sure the promo codes are still working and that kind of thing. Those things you need to start planning very early in 2020 to make sure that you can line up and execute. So that was something that was really, really interesting that came out through the data this year. So the next thing that you should start preparing January 1st is get really aggressive with building your SMS marketing list. Black Friday this year, SMS retail messages went up 148%. Yes, 148%. So that means that it's definitely trending, and it's something that I spend a lot of time looking at online retail sites. I probably visit 200 to 500 every quarter. And one thing that I consistently see is that email opt-ins neglect to have the SMS option in over 90% of cases. So definitely if you're a retailer, be more mindful about how to build that SMS list, because it's a very good opportunity to enhance your marketing for every promotion that you do, but especially around the holidays, because there is such a surge of email activity and email promotions that go out that SMS is still one way that you can push yourself to the front of the line, so to speak, or to the front of the screen. And Gartner says that the open rates are up to 98% for SMS, whereas email is only around 20%. So 68% of consumers are saying that they do pay more attention to their inboxes and to holiday email. That's where they look and start their journeys for deals, especially the ones that say that they are only going to buy stuff on sale. So definitely start ramping up your SMS lists, and also look into Facebook Messenger marketing, because you can also do some cool stuff with like cart recovery and remarketing just from visits and abandons that you can't really do when you're not using Facebook Messenger remarketing. And the third really cool thing that happened this year was they were tracking the uptick in orders for states that were hit by that big nor'eastern storm. So any state that was receiving 2 inches or more of snow, which isn't that much, that were actually Black Friday orders going up 7%. So people staying home, not hitting the mall, just surfing and clicking and buying from the comfort of their own homes. There's an opportunity to get your SMS marketing, your email marketing, do some segmentation, and do what I like to call responsive marketing. So that is where you'll actually have some copy and some campaigns set aside. They're not pre-scheduled, and you wait and respond in real time to conditions such as weather, right? So you could have some special flash sale or special messaging that's really tailored to and get creative with the emojis and different calls to action, and feel the people's pain, right, in the way that you're using your subject lines and your copy and your offers. And that's something that you can line up for next year, because definitely, you know, bad weather is always going to be with us, and we can expect that next year. So that's a tactic that you can use. So if you enjoyed these tips, I actually shared a few more with Smart Insights blog. I'll link that in the description, and I'll also link to the original infographic that we put up. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of the holiday season, whether you're a merchant or you're just a shopper. I hope you really enjoy it, and I look forward to reconnecting with you in the new year. Take care.